Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey.
Brian, John from Project Algerine crew here. We're gonna head down to the old Peninsula Drive-In Theater today. Check it out.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Erie, Pennsylvania. So much history in one little place. But how did this once seemingly small shipbuilding community transform itself to what we see today? Let's take a look at these historic events tonight on Project Algerine.
So right down here was about where the ticket booths were.
Oh, right there.
And then up here, this would have been where the snack bar and the bathrooms were.
Okay.
Like right up here. We're kind of almost driving through what it would have been. The road would have went behind there originally. Okay, we're on the other side here.
This is a nice building.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Observation deck. Okay. That's a full area. Shall we go to the parking?
Yeah.
Okay. Spectacular view.
Yeah, it is. Now this used to be the old drive-in movie theater here. This is the Peninsula Drive-In Theater. Okay, I'm gonna point out some things you can't really see from down there anymore because it's kind of overgrown. But okay, the actual theater screens would be right there and right there. So they're kind of like right there at an angle. So I'll be able to like superimpose an image on the screen and show you exactly from above like where those were. And then, about over there, there was one of the projection booths, was right about there. Tickets would have been up here. Concessions would have been over here. And this over here would have been the second screen over here. I mean, where you can park to view the second screen on this side over here. Yeah. Noisy motorcycle. Okay, hey, somebody's about to go over the Ravine Flyer. There we go. See if we can catch them coming down this side. There they are. Okay, so over there where that gazebo is, was about where the snack bar was, and just kind of in front of that was about where the restrooms were. And it looks like they're using they got a mound there. It looks like they got like a loose field or something like that. Yeah. Right, updated it when they.
Do you know how many drive-ins Erie had? I know the one in
I don't.
Fairview. I remember this one being the flea market.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a flea market on Sundays. Yeah, the first movie here was A Man Called Horse. It was on I believe the 17th of July, 1970. I'll have to look that up to make sure. I'll put a little thing on the screen so you guys can see that. That opened on the first screen number 1, and then screen number 2 didn't open for another week. Let's see what I can find on that one too.
Do you remember any movies?
I think it was a Clint Eastwood movie on the second screen, actually.
Really?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, yes. Okay, so right up here between the first and the second entrance here, the parking area, was where the two screens met and came together. It was like right along there on the second one, and then this one was right along here.
Okay.
We figured while we were here, we'd check out the old trolley line.
I think it's right up here.
This is something man-made.
Yeah. Here's something. Here we can get through right here. All right, so this side, right here, this is where the trolley track ran down.
Oh, okay.
It was put in 1890, spring of 1890. And then what happened was the following winter, on the following side of this railroad track, the trolley track that was on the other side here, it flooded and it froze, and it was like 4 feet deep, they said, with ice. And so what they did was they put in an 18-inch cast iron drain that drains down through here and into that creek where the trestle was down there.
We are still, it's not as quite as steep grade as Peninsula Drive, but you can definitely tell
Yeah, it definitely has that downhill. Now, what people really realize is that, okay, so when the trolley was letting people off here, right up here, people were then crossing and wanting to go into the property that way. So what they did was after Waldameer purchased the property over here, they no longer need the trestle there. So they tore down the trestle. They used all the wood from that to build a walkway that went across here into the Waldameer property. And then you basically walked through and came in on basically what would be the north side of where the Comet is right now. Would have kind of brought you in through that way. How you access the water park, that area, that was kind of like the original. And then when they moved the trolley loop up to there and they brought it around. That was in like 1905, I believe. And they brought it in front of the carousel up there and then looped it around back. And then, so they changed it. They didn't need any of this down here. So it changed considerably. But I don't know when they actually took the track out of here. I would almost be safe to say that
there's probably some remnant.
that 18-inch cast iron drain is probably still underneath there, because I don't think anybody wanted to mess with that. You see this line of trees right here on your screen that kind of comes down right along here. That is where the trolley originally came down in 1890. And then, let me flip it around here. And then it would have crossed the gully right there, down there. This is about 60 feet high. It's short, it's a short span, but it's still pretty steep.
Okay, back to our original mission.
Up here, it's right about where they had the projection booth.
Okay.
right about here. And then the screen would have been that way. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, ticket booths would have been back there.
I can still picture coming in for like flea markets. And
Right,
things
the
like
layout is pretty similar,
that. For
kind
sure.
of.
It's
Yeah.
the big loopy.
Yeah. And you can see how the parking lot's laid out. It's still kind of laid out like a drive-in theater.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah. Finally thought of a movie I saw here. Terminator 2.
There you go.
Yeah.
Judgment Day.
Yeah.
What was that, 1991, 1990?
I have to check that.
Yeah.
Right? When did it close?
2001. So realistically, one of the last movies they showed here would have probably been, there was probably something in September.
Okay.
But I know I saw Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back in the end of August in 2001.
Way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was on,
Shut up.
yeah. Yeah, I think he might have been the last to play on this screen here. And it was on the second screen, I remember that too. It was on the one on this side. And now this is, they got a really nice gazebo here. Nice picnic shelter. Very cool.
Literally cooler than standing out in the sun.
Yeah, it's like 10 degrees cooler in here.
I'm gonna show you that.
In the heart of Erie by the water's edge.
Well guys, thank you for joining us on this little trip down here. We're gonna head on out for today. It was fun. Join us again for next time.
See ya.
Place where stories and memories would flow. Underneath Erie's starlit skies, we gather round. Laughter and whispers, hearts all tightly bound. In the glow of the screen, dreams came alive at the Peninsula Drive-In, where we felt so alive. Summer nights on Prescott, engines turned low. The movie magic and the warmth of the show. Young love blossomed, friendships grew strong. In the drive-in's embrace, nothing felt wrong. Underneath Erie's starlit skies, we gather round. Laughter and whispers, hearts all tightly bound. In the glow of the screen, dreams came alive at the Peninsula Drive-In, where we felt so alive. But time moves on and things must change.